Hey, I'm gonna show you how to set up the basket beds, the interactive basket beds. First, I will explain how they both work and what the difference are, and then we'll set them up. First things first, you need to just import the Unity package. The project needs to have the Avatar 3.0 manager to merge. First off, let me show you these beds. Here's the bed for the contacts. They look exactly the same like this, but one is set up with contacts. Let me show you here the difference. One is set up with contacts and one is set up with bones, as you can see here. These are squish bones and these are contact receivers. Let's start with the contacts. These can be interacted with both you and other people because of the senders that are automatically generated on your avatar when you upload it. When you upload an avatar, there are senders on your avatar that are automatically generated, and which means that both you and other people can interact with this bed automatically without setting up any senders. But the bed is rigged with bones, and we all know that not everything has like colliders on them automatically. So this needs some setup that we have right here. For example, see, it comes with colliders that you just assign to your own avatar, while other people will only be able to use their hands on this bed. The other difference is that the rigged bed looks way more smoother when you interact with it. Like the squishiness of it is way more smooth than contacts is, because of like these are just bones that squish down and it's like nice, easier to make that looks nice. But these are shape keys that are animated, all these shape keys, which can make it look a little rough sometimes when you move around on this bed, or if too many are activated, sometimes they can all just squish down and look a little funky. But it should look fine anyway. So let me talk about one bed at a time here now. So we're gonna add this to an avatar, which is what we're here for. So what you just do then, we get the avatar. Blah, there we go. And we just drag and drop the bed, the chosen bed, onto the Avi. You can, if you want to, unpack it. I don't think it's a requirement. If this is not active, then please just click 0 and it will all be good. So the only thing that is rigged on this is the curtains. So you don't have to think about that at all. And you don't have to attach anything else to the avatar. I will say though, if you scale the bed, the particles will not go with it. So if you scale the bed up or down, you will have to scale the particles as well, which you do in here, shape. And then you use these two buttons to You can use this one, for example. Whoop. No, this one, actually. I lied. This one. And then scale like that. It's a bigger area. Or you move with this one. You should move with that one. Am I lying to you? Oh, yeah, I am. Okay. No, actually, I'm not. Yeah, you move with this one. You move and rotate and stuff with this one. Like that. So remember that. Because, yeah, if you want to make the particles themselves bigger, you will also have to do that right here. These are the sizes. So you just make those bigger. If you want to change the color of them because of I don't know any reason, you can just do that. Here you enable this, and then you just pull this hue right there. If you want your body to interact more with the bed, like more parts of your body to interact with the bed, then it is super easy to just add more senders to your avatar. For example, what I would do is to make an empty game object right here, call it sender or senders or whatever, really anything. Make another one, put it under the senders right there. Make a sender, add. Let's say you want your butt to interact with the bed more, because that can actually be a good idea. You can make a sphere, you can make a capsule. I would probably make a capsule because it's kind of the shape. What the fuck? Right. And then you just, adjust the radius and all this stuff, stuff. Oopsies. Like, oh my god, it's not what to do. What I want to do. It doesn't have to be. Well, I don't have to make it perfect, but you scale it. You scale it after the shape of your ass, your bum, whatever you want to call it. It feels like I'm screaming when I'm making these videos. Let me know if I'm screaming when I make these videos. It feels like I'm shouting. Anyway, let's pretend that's perfect. Yeah, so you have that now. I would call it butt, bum. And then you go into the receivers. Okay. You can highlight all of them at once. Add custom. And then actually we go to this one again, sender again. Bum. Then you go here again. And then you write bum. And what you would want to do as well is to drag your hip bone in here. Hip bone, like that. Hip. You probably want to do that the first thing while you're fitting it. Okay, so just like that, you have another sender that will actually interact with your bed. So you can do that on as many things as you want. If you want every single limb and hair strand to interact with this bed, then you probably can. Just set all your senders up and you're good. All right. Now we know that. I'm going to remove this though, so it's not annoying. Okay. So what you do is to go to VR Labs and Avatar 3.0 Manager. You add your avatar in there, go to FX, add animator to merge, and then you find the Basketbed right here. You take the setup, which is contacts for this one. You take this FX layer right here, drag and drop, scroll all the way down, merge on current, go to this one, do the same, but with the parameter, copy. This is also set up with right defaults off, okay? And then if you have a if you have a menu already, you just go to your menu and then you add the new one. I'll just call it bed and bed. Oop. Actually, there's two, so maybe actually go to the contact setup. Slap it in there, and then you're done. You can hide this one like that. That's fine. So yeah, with the contacts, yeah, you will not be able to see in play mode when the avatar interacts with the bed. Just saying. So it will look something like this. Bed, toggle the bed on. It will stick to you until you press place, just so that it's easy to put it down for you. But as you can see here, there's no interaction, and that is because of these senders that I talked about before. Okay, now we go over to the rigged bed. It is a little bit more of a setup with this one. Prefab, unpack completely. Don't need to do that probably, but yeah, it has to be called, oops, it has to be called just rigged. So I'm gonna remove the one there. It's just that I have the same one right there. Oh, yes. Put it on the avatar, just like the other one. If you're skipping to this bed, then I would suggest that you still look at the other tutorial, because I mentioned some good to know things in there as well. We're gonna play with some things in here. So you drop that down, and we got the bed colliders right here. It'd be easier if we just show them. This avatar already has colliders, so it's gonna look a little messy, but yeah. They look something like this when you click on them. So all you need to do really is to, if you click on head, for example, you just find your head bone and you put it right in there. And then you do that with everything. Just like that. I'm gonna remove the colliders that are on the avatar already, so you can see easier. It's gonna look something like this. Let me pull out the avatar so you can see. These are the pre-set up colliders that I made. Just make, if you need to make things bigger, smaller, or change the position, just click on one of them and you change the radius, and then you change the positions in here. It's super easy to add more colliders. I'm sure you know how to add colliders, but if I would like to add this part of the this part of the leg, I would probably just copy this one and then right leg, and then drop right knee in there, and then change the settings for it. And when you've done that, you go to all of these. You can highlight all of them at the same time. No, you can't, actually. You go to these, you click on one of these bones. So the ones that are called bone are the mattress, and these other ones are curtain. So you just drag and drop right leg, or like right knee, or whatever you call it. I didn't call it anything. Put it in there in colliders. And what I would do is copy, highlight the rest of the bones like that, and then just paste. And then do the same thing with the curtain, so that it all gets in there. Oops, that's the wrong one. And yes, it's supposed to not be active, if you're wondering. Copy, paste. And just like that, we have one more little bone in here. Don't move these, please. Don't move anything from anything. It's probably fine if you do, but just to be sure so nothing gets messed up. Okay. Now that we know how to do that, and we have gone back in the video, if you want to know how to resize the bed, we have also done that to see how we do that correctly. Yeah, good. We then carry on and go to VR Labs, Avatar 3.0 Manager, just like you would add anything else. And you go to the bone setup folder. Scroll down, add animator. Merge this one. See, there's not as many here. Merge on current. Scroll down in the parameters, and then we will copy the parameters from there. Make sure about your right defaults, if they're good or not. If your avatar had them off, then turn them off. They are off already, but if your avatar had them on, then turn them all on. I think it's fine. Shouldn't matter. You make a new submenu for your bed, or wherever you want the bed menu to be. It doesn't have to be there. It can be anywhere you want. And then there's a menu here already. So you slap it in there. I think that's it for this little tutorial. I hope it will make things easier for you, and let me know if you need any other help, but please watch everything first and make sure that you have seen everything. Yes, okay. Thank you, bye.